guys, it's Andrew here from Crafter Support and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you an unboxing, setup, and our first press with our Cricut Mugpress. So if you watched my video last week, it was an unboxing of all the things that I got from Cricut.com, and I want to thank Cricut again for the discount code so that I could purchase all of the mugs and the infusible ink that we're going to be using today. So let's just jump right in and get started. All right, first of all, when we open up on the lid, they have, of course, your Cricut Open Me, and this has all the information that you need for your getting started. And this is just gonna walk us through setting up the Cricut Mugpress. I highly encourage you to read all of the information that it comes with, and it's super easy. So we'll go ahead and get the rest of the stuff out, and then we'll jump back to this. It's really cute. Oh my gosh. This is super cute. It's way smaller than I thought it was. I guess I thought it was bigger because the box was bigger, but this is like the perfect size. Okay. What comes with it is your USB that you need to hook up to a laptop or a computer, and this is what's going to activate your device. You don't need to hook this up to your computer every time you use it. This is just a one-time activation setup, so we're going to put that aside. So here's your AC adapter to plug in the back to get it to work. Okay, so that's everything in the box, and we're going to put this down here so we have some more space. Oh, that's loud. All right, so now this is nicely packaged. We're going to break the seal on it. And it's not as heavy as I thought it would be, and it's smaller than I thought it would be, so I'm really excited about this. So it does have a sticker here that reminds you that you need to go to Cricut.com/setup, and that's how you're going to activate it. All right, guys, so to make it a little bit easier, I created this Cricut Mugpress for beginners, and it just explains the setup. It explains everything that you need and into pressing your first mug. Definitely go over to our Facebook page, and I will have this linked, and you guys can go ahead and print this out. All right, so now we're going to get our laptop, and we're going to set it up. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, if you do not have a Cricut membership already, is go to Cricut.com/setup, and that will get you to activate your Mugpress. But if you already have an account with Cricut, all you need to do is come up to the left-hand corner where you have your three lines. Click on it, drop down, it'll say New Product Setup. You're going to click on that. And now it's going to ask you, is it a smart cutting machine or is it a heat press? And of course, it's a heat press. And we're choosing the Cricut Mugpress. And it's telling you to have well-ventilated area. And that's just for the fumes that you may get off of the infusible ink, because it is a chemical reaction that takes place whenever you are pressing with the infusible ink sheets or markers. Okay, so now we're going to click to the right. It tells you to plug it in to the back of the machine, then plug it into your wall outlet, and then press the on button. It'll start flashing actually. Then we're going to push the USB, and it needs to go into your laptop or computer. Again, this is only one time. You don't need it every time you make a mug. So now it's going to activate. It says, do you agree? I do agree. And we're going to activate. So it already says that it's updating, and my Cricut Mugpress is ready to go. Okay, so now we're going to go back to Cricut Design Space, and we're going to click on a new project, and we're going to be on the canvas. Then you want to go to Image, and you want to scroll down to Project Type, And we're going to be working with a 12-ounce regular ceramic mug. So we're going to click on that. So now that we have all of our options, we're just going to scroll down to the one we want. And I'm choosing this heart one right here. And I'm going to come down here and click Add to Canvas. So once we add this particular one to Canvas, it's ready to go. We don't have to make any changes, nothing. It's preset for our 12-ounce mug, and it's ready to go into our Cricut Joy. So we're going to go ahead up here and we're going to click Make It. So the next step we need is number 2, and that's all the tools that you're going to need. So the tools I suggest that you use are any Cricut cutting machine. So from your Joy to your Maker 3. You'll need a lint roller, and I suggest alcohol wipes. I do have like the little mini packets that you can get at like Walmart, just a little pad, and that is to clean and make sure there's nothing on your mug because it's very important. And you will need, if you're using larger than the made for your machine for your Cricut Joy, you'll need your Cricut infusible ink, so you're going to need a mat for that. Okay. You will also need some heat-resistant tape. I think that's super important. And I think that's all the tools that you're going to need. Now, for blanks and infusible ink, Cricut makes multiple sizes and designs and mugs. So they have the 3 colors as of right now. They have the beveled ceramic mugs, and it comes in Miami, Ocean, and Gray. And these are super pretty. You get one in each box, and they are 15 ounce. They also sell a 4-pack of stackable mugs, and those are 10 ounce. They're super cute. They're like the ones you see in the store that are like, they sit on top of each other and they make like different designs. They're really cute. I can't wait to use those. Then they make 12-ounce mugs. So these 12-ounce mugs are, so it has an automatic shut off, and we're just going to go ahead and click that. So these mugs are, you get 2 to a box, and these are the 12-ounce. And then they also have the plain white 15-ounce mugs, and you get 2 to a box. And these are packaged individually, so if you wanted to give them as a gift, and you'll see that in future videos. Okay, so the question I get all the time when I talk about infusible ink is, can you just buy any mug anywhere and use it with infusible ink? You cannot. You can only use mugs that have a poly coating on them that will accept the transfer from the transfer sheet onto the mug. So it's a chemical reaction that takes place. It needs the poly coating on the mug in order to adhere to it, so it's infused inside of it. And the other great thing about the infusible ink is it's permanent. You can put this in the dishwasher, you can put it in the microwave. It's not going to rub off, it's not going to come off. It'll last as long as the mug lasts. So that's why I think infusible ink is such an amazing thing. And let's quit talking and start pressing our first mug. So we did our design, we have that ready. So that's step 4 to make our design. And then step 5 is pressing the mug. So we're going to go ahead and open our first mug piece. And this is the 12-ounce mugs. They come nicely packaged. And we're going to set this aside. Guys, another option I almost forgot to tell you about is the infusible ink pens and markers. I'm going to have a full video on this, so definitely watch for that to come out. But you can use your infusible inks or markers with sublimation paper or regular printer paper that is for the like laser printer paper. You can use that as well. But that's going to be another video. Okay, so let's get our mug out and ready. So even though this mug is brand new and comes out of the box looking perfectly sparkly clean, we want to set this up for making sure there's nothing on it. So nothing was on it whenever maybe we got it out. They had it in the warehouse or anything like that. So we're just going to take our lint roller and we're going to roll it across the mug like so. And then I'm going to take an alcohol pad and I'm going to just wipe it down real quick. And I'll probably use the lint roller on it one more time before we're done, just because I want to make sure that it is perfectly clean, because if it's not, there will be little like blue specks that come on, and that's just from the reaction with the heat and the pressure and all of the things. All right, so now we're going to open our infusible ink and we're going to get it loaded into our Cricut Joy, and we're going to get started. Okay, so you're going to want to cut the top of your plastic bag off, but save it. And then we're going to pull out our sheets. And you'll notice you'll have one of these little packets in there you can get rid of. It does come with a little information sheet in here, and it just kind of explains how the infusible ink works. And you'll notice it's kind of dull, like it's not very bright. There is a paper side and there is a shiny side. Now, when you're using infusible ink, you're going to want to make sure your hands are free and clean of lotions. Make sure there's nothing on them. Make sure your hands are clean and free of oils, because you don't want a chance smudging the ink that's on the sheets. And that can happen if you like just put lotion or something on. So, but it looks very light, but whenever we press it, you're going to see how bright it gets on the actual mug. So we're going to get our Cricut Joy started. And we're going to put this right back into the black plastic bag. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is put our infusible ink on our mat. So we just want to be sure to put it up at the top left corner. And use your brayer to push it down, because that just makes you're not touching it as much, so there's no way to get your oils or anything on it from your hands. You're just going to use the nice padded roll of the brayer on it. Okay, so once you have it brayered down, you're going to go to your computer or phone and you're going to select it on a mat. You're going to continue, you're going to mirror your image, and then you're going to go and you're going to choose your infusible ink transfer sheet. And how you do that is you go to it'll say set base material, and you're going to click on the right, it'll say browse all material. At the top right, you'll have a search box, and you're going to type infusible ink. And hit enter. Infusible ink transfer sheets will show up, and you're just going to click on that. I like to star items that I use a lot, so if you click on the star as well, it will save it to your front page, and then you can click done, and it's ready to go. Now, the machine is going to ask, or the computer is going to ask you, do you want more pressure, less pressure? I find that Cricut has it set pretty accurately for what you need it to cut or how you need it to cut. So I just leave it in default. If I find that it's not cutting clear through, then I will go in and either adjust my blade, get a new blade, or adjust the pressure. But I haven't had to change any of the blades on any of my machines since I've gotten them. I had a previous one that I used for a business. I had an Explorer Air 2, and I only changed the blade on that once, and I used it every single day making multiple shirts. So now we're ready to go. Whenever you see the flashing light with Cricut on any of your machines, it just lets you know that you need to do something with the machine. And for this, we're just going to press it in, and the machine will pull it through. All right, and now it's loading, making sure that we have all of our spots. I am going to run my brayer over it one more time, and then I'm going to click go, and it's going to start cutting. And it shows you on the screen that it's preparing and that it's getting it ready to go. So now that is all done cutting, we can put our cutting machine away. And we're ready to weed our infusible ink. So Our main piece is going to pull right off because this is the outside of the mug piece that's going to wrap around the mug and hold the design to the mug. So we can just peel that off and get rid of it. And then we can just roll our mat away from the carrier sheet. And the easiest way to weed your infusible ink is to roll your paper. So you're just manipulating the paper so that way there it kind of breaks and cracks and loosens all of those pieces up. And you're just going to roll it up like that. And then we're going to peel it. So what I'm going to do is use my picking tool, and I'm just going to create like a little slice in the infusible ink. And that's what helps me break it up so that I can separate it from the clear carrier sheet. Now, when you peel this off, it's not like vinyl, but you're going to do basically the same thing you're going to do with your vinyl, is you're going to pull it at an angle, and you're going to hear it like kind of, it sounds like it's ripping and tearing and breaking, but that's just the noise that it makes. Okay, and that is perfect. All the little pieces are still there. Everything came out, so we can get rid of that. And now we're ready to put it on our mug. The way we're going to line this up is we're going to take our transfer tape or our transfer sheet and lay it down in front of you. We're going to hold the handle of the mug, turn it at an angle so that way there you can see it better, and press the top of the infusible ink sheet in the bottom and wrap it and press. So the top and the bottom, without any wrinkles, just pull it tight and press, and that looks great. So it's all where it needs to be. You can tell by the lines on the back because the lines are there to fit inside of the mug handle. And now we're ready to put it into our machine and press it. So we need this in front of it. Actually, I'm going to put this on top of this. So now the Cricut Mugpress, we don't have to do anything to it. It's literally a play button. That's all we have to push. There's no time and temperature we need to set up. There's no playing with settings. We literally just need to press the button and let it heat up. This has been on for a little while now, and it has an automatic shut off, which is great, but it keeps telling me it's going to shut off. So I just re-hit the little play power button, and I'm ready to insert my mug. So you have to be super careful because the inside of this is probably, if not 400 degrees, very close to 400 degrees. So we're going to sit our mug down inside like so. We're going to turn the handle a little bit to the left, and then we're just going to press this down. And you'll start seeing lights on the top of the machine, and they are just basically telling you that your mug press is working and that it is building up to the proper heat and temperature and pressure and time that it needs in order to have a successful press. So now we just wait. It's going to be super duper hot, okay? So I'm going to move this off to the side, and I'm going to lift the handle, which that was really easy to lift. Now, the handle of the mug is not going to be hot, just the mug itself. You don't want to touch anything in here. You just want to lift your mug out and set it down on a heat-safe surface, and you're going to want to let that cool for 15 minutes. I have trouble waiting on things, but I am going to wait because I want to show you guys the results after doing it exactly as Cricut suggests. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, guys, so now we've waited the 15 minutes, and I'm going to reveal the mug. But I want to remind you that you can go over to our Facebook page, which is Crafters Support, and you can click and ask to join, and you can get this download and print it out. So that'll just help you, just to remind you of everything you have to do before and during pressing your mug. So after 15 minutes, this still is a little bit warm, but it's definitely, you can touch it. It's not any hotter than if you would put a hot coffee in it. And I'm just going to be using my little pick tool carefully on the plastic to peel it off. Oh my gosh. Remember how dull the infusible ink was when we originally put it on? Guys, you're going to be shocked at how bright it is now. I love this. This turned out so nice, guys. Okay, peeling. Oh my gosh. So look, all the color is gone from the transfer sheet. And check it out. Isn't that so pretty? I love it for Valentine's Day. Oh my goodness. So I'm really excited. So just from using my new Cricut Mugpress and my Cricut Joy and some infusible ink, and this is what you can make. Isn't that amazing? It's so beautiful. So thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, please leave them in comments down below. Definitely join our Facebook group if you haven't already. If you found this video helpful, learned anything from it, enjoyed the video at all, please click like and subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell so that way there you know that I will be uploading. I upload every Monday and Thursday and sometimes in between there. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.